prehistoric planet Ice Age, primarily the appearance of Gigantopithecus. Hey everyone, Mike here with Prehistoric Magazine. Welcome back to another video. Now, if you enjoyed Prehistoric Planet Ice Age and you enjoyed the spectacular appearance of the largest ape that's ever existed, Gigantopithecus, I suggest you check out this book, Primal. I published this back in 2019, and it is currently my second best-selling book of all time with over 400 reviews on Amazon. Again, Primal. Love to have you check it out down in the description section down below. It features Gigantopithecus, but it's not the gentle herbivore that we know it. The animal has evolved. It's just 99 cents down in the comment section down below. Goes to support this channel. Appreciate it. Now that that's over, Prehistoric Planet Ice Age. I have not had a chance to make a video and comment about this, but I'll be honest, when I first heard that there was going to be a season 3 and it was Ice Age animals, if I'm being truthfully honest, my interest was kind of like, they're not dinosaurs. You know, to me, dinosaurs are always at the top. But I'll be honest, as I've watched Prehistoric Planet Ice Age, I am blown away again. The attention to detail is second to none. Just all of it. We'll get into that in a little bit. But the music is not up to par with the first two seasons, season 1 and season 2. The music. But again, I regard the music of season 1 and season 2 of Prehistoric Planet as right below John Williams' Jurassic Park. It's that meaningful of dinosaur music to me. So with season 3, it's going to be hard to reach that level. But I'm really looking forward to hearing more about the soundtrack. It's not out on YouTube, but I'm looking forward to hearing it when it's available. I love listening to that music. But nonetheless, did you get a chance to catch the episode featuring Gigantopithecus? Now, to me, I'm fascinated by this animal. There's no doubt. It made an appearance. It is the main animal in my 2019 book, Primal. 99 cents down in the comment section down below. So I love these type of animals. I'm not just a dinosaur fan. I know I said that, but obviously I will put other creatures in my novels. But again, you know, when I saw this episode and I saw how they portrayed this animal, it was just so lifelike. It reached out with his hand and it wanted to touch the butterfly. And just everything about its movements. This series is just so fantastic for just the little movements here and there, the little attention to details. And I will be doing an official review of the entire series in the next video. So we'll talk more about that. But, in regards to Gigantopithecus, I guess really why I wanted to make this video today was to ask you all the question, what did you think about the portrayal of the largest ape that's ever existed? Let's face it, it kind of almost looks identical to a silverback gorilla, the way they made the fur. And, when my wife walked into the room and I was watching, I said, does this look like a real animal documentary? She said, yeah, it does. Now, she hasn't watched it and she probably won't. But I guess what I'm asking is, do you think they should have made the animal a little bit distinguishable from what we all know a silverback gorilla to look like? The average person who just walks in on that would think, oh, this is silverback gorilla, unless they see that scaled shot at the airport up against the window, which was a very cool way to show just how big that animal is. Because a lot of these animals, we can't get a sense for their scale and scope when they're in the movie, when they're actually in the season. So seeing the giant ape, Gigantopithecus, with its hands pressed up against the glass next to the rest of the people at the airport was a very cool touch to show just how big it was. But again, if you saw that and you didn't know anything about this animal, you probably would think, okay, that's not a silverback gorilla. But I guess what I'm asking is, do we think that it should have been portrayed different color-wise? Should it have had longer, maybe hair on its forearms? I've seen a lot of paleo art of Gigantopithecus. There's some amazing paleo art out there. Now, we know Gigantopithecus went extinct about 300,000 years ago. It was a fruit eater, Southeast China. It went extinct because its tropical forest habitat eventually turned into savanna about 300,000 years ago. At least that's what we believe. And, in Prehistoric Planet Ice Age, we see it go up to that tree and knock down the fruit. And again, I just love every little moment about this. I found myself rewinding countless amount of times, even making, the Apple streaming service just kind of freeze because I'm rewinding so much to watch just the little details of when it grabs the tree, tries and shakes the big tree. We hear Tom Hiddleston say it has the strength of 10 men. Obviously, the tree is stronger than 10 men, so it needs to get smart with a branch to knock the fruit down. So there's just so many little details. You feel for the animal too, that howl that it gives as they show kind of an open clearing that almost looks like it's been logged or deforested. And it lets out that chilling kind of howl, that primal howl, looking for a mate. And obviously there is none to be found. But, as I watched it, besides being amazed by the CGI, I can't believe this is CGI. Hats off to Jon Favreau, Mike Gunton. They've done it again. It is absolutely phenomenal. And again, full disclosure, I am a massive dinosaur fan. And as far as Ice Age animals, they just don't hold the same interest to me that dinosaurs do. But as I've been watching this, I've truly been blown away, and I've been rewatching every episode. So I'm really hooked on it, and I'll be watching this for years to come. I'll be watching YouTube clips for years to come, listening to the soundtrack for years to come. To this day, I still listen to the 2022 Season 1 soundtrack. I listen to the 2023 Season 2 soundtrack. I'll be listening to this soundtrack, lifting weights, running to it for years to come. It's nonetheless phenomenal. But really what I'm asking you all is, do we think that Gigantopithecus should have been made to look a little different than your average silverback gorilla, aside from the bulk, which again, we can't really get a sense and scope for if we're just watching it move through its forested habitat? Do you think it should have been brown? Do you think it should have been a red? Do you think it should have had some little details in its beard? Maybe a long beard type goatee, something to differentiate it from the silverback gorilla? Because as we know right now, the closest living relative of Gigantopithecus is supposedly the orangutan. So again, food for thought. Really love to hear your thoughts down in the comments section down below, and look for my next video on the entire review of Ice Age. If you haven't watched it, get out there and watch it. Appreciate the support.